It's a bit gloomy in Osaka today. A little bit of rain, a lot of clouds, overcast. That's the perfect weather to go to an aquarium because it's always warm in the aquarium and there's always interesting things to look at. It's the one thing that you can depend on to go indoors and see some interesting stuff. I think weather just seems to cooperate with me. When I don't need to go outside and I plan to do something inside, the weather's crap. And it seems like for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, when I need to go outside and ride, weather's just been perfect. For example, Mount Fuji. I wanted to climb Mount Fuji. I was worried about the weather and the weather provided. Just a quick note to anybody that's visiting the aquarium here in Osaka. The Starbucks outside the entranceway, where you're probably going to be interested in buying your first coffee for the day, is sort of an oxymoron. You buy the coffee, then you go to the entrance, and then they say you can't bring in the coffee, and they make you drink it quickly before you enter the aquarium. So I've just hastily drank my nice latte, and now I'm inside. Oh, and the other thing, no selfie sticks. And so instead I have to use God's selfie stick. My arm. Giant Asian salamander. You can eat those in China. I think everybody had the same bad weather idea as me. Weather is bad, let's go to the aquarium. I had an iguana about that big when I was a teenager. His name was Kirby. He had a bite on him. Oh boy. If you haven't seen my episode in the Detroit Aquarium, it's really great. They got an amazing penguin exhibit there. For those of you that don't know, I have a pretty popular YouTube series called Matt's Reef Tank, and so that makes this a really nice place in the aquarium. The only problem is all the coral here is fake, so it's all brown and algae filled, but the fish are beautiful. And it's got this wave motion. Man, you must have a serious wave maker to move this much water up and down all the time. I would love to get in the back end of an aquarium like this and just see what kind of equipment they're running. one point in time, it was my only dream in life to work in an aquarium and clean the tanks. What a job that would be. Swimming with the fishes every day. And I enjoy cleaning tanks. It's cleansing. Not only are you cleaning the tank, but you're cleaning your soul. Just as long as it's not like really intelligent creatures like big whales. That'd probably make me a little depressed. You love looking at these amazing creatures, but like the whale sharks in particular, very, very hard to keep in captivity. And they're meant to be in the wide open ocean. I mean, they travel thousands of miles in their migration patterns. But on the other hand, I do love seeing them. I was in the Maldives and I actually saw manta rays and the whale sharks in the wild. I'll link to that video. You can take a look. But most people, they can't get to the Maldives, you know, very easily. So this is their only chance to see something so unique and special. And these tanks are pretty big. They're bigger than most. I've seen some aquariums where I'm like, oh, these poor things. But there's quite a bit of space to roam in here. Not close to the ocean, but better than most. Jellyfish are so delicate that if they touch the side of the glass, they'll get injured and end up getting sick and dying. So you have to keep them circulating around the tank constantly, never touching an edge. Just like they'd be in the ocean, just floating around, never hitting anything. This aquarium here has done a pretty good job of separating the layers of life in the ocean, because this is their big tank and they've separated into 1, 2, 3 floors. And each floor has different life. Down below you have the groupers and some of the stingrays that hang out at the bottom, and the nurse sharks and the leopard sharks. And then in the mid zone you have some of the higher flying eagle rays and the manta rays and some of the creatures that don't quite get to the surface but like to take up that middle zone. And then at the very top you have the whale sharks and some of the schooling sort of sardine fish and the fish that are constantly feeding from the top. It's really interesting. And as you go down, it's like you're looking at that same tank from a completely different perspective, and you get a totally different view of life there. Hard to tell you how big those crabs are. I think that the biggest one, its arms are longer than my legs. Really. If you were to stretch that thing out, it would be like, I think almost 7 to 10 feet long. Crazy. They're enormous. One of those legs would make a great dinner. has had a rough day. half sleeping.
你这里面肯定冻成冰了。一会儿，冰沙，哇，像冰雹喽，像个宝宝一样。小姐，没有，还有这里的牙齿就会。
Look at the red mark in the picture and we touch gently only this red part of shark's brace. Do not touch it.
Matt's reef tank is better than any of those reef tanks in this whole aquarium. I miss my tank. A lot of these fish in the Wakkanai Aquarium up the top of Hokkaido. But I do have to admit that this aquarium is in much better shape than the Wakkanai Aquarium. Alright guys, simple, quick, nice vlog. So take it easy, have a good one, and if you're interested in the Osaka Aquarium, I give it a thumbs up. They don't let you bring your Starbucks coffee in here, but you know what? It's pretty good nonetheless. So check it out, take it easy, and I will see you tomorrow.